Hello, dear viewers of Teo Nuon. Unexpected message from Truong has just arrived, and for a moment, Teo Nu's heart nearly stopped. After days filled with worry, unease, and endless longing, could this be a sign that he's coming back, returning to her and little Dewey? Every memory, every ache of missing him rushes back, leaving her unable to sit still. Is Truong truly safe? Will they be reunited at last? Stay tuned for what comes next, where surprises, danger, and raw emotion intertwine in ways you won't expect. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you'd like to support me, please consider donating so we can continue sharing these intense and heartfelt journeys together. At the police station, the atmosphere was still tense, heavy, and strained after the mysterious disappearance of Truong. The police chief received a call from Truong's new unit, bringing news that sparked a flicker of hope, but also tightened everyone's hearts with worry. According to reports from Truong's colleagues, they had uncovered crucial details about the day of the incident. A gunshot was heard at the scene, and amid the chaos, a stranger appeared and took Truong away. This revelation left everyone both relieved and cautious. Truong had been rescued, but was this stranger a friend or an enemy? Was he truly safe or in even greater danger now? No one had the answer. Even after checking every hospital nearby, there were no records of any gunshot victims. The fact that Truong had been shot yet hadn't shown up at any hospital only deepened the mystery. It was like a missing piece in an unfinished puzzle, making the entire situation even more intense. The police chief decided to shift the direction of the investigation. All efforts were focused on the residential area near the scene, the possible route the rescuer might have taken with Truong. Every alley, every narrow street, every house was being carefully searched. Every small clue could be the key to uncovering the truth behind his disappearance. No one knew if Truong was still in danger, but the existence of someone who had saved him reignited a small flame of hope in everyone's hearts. Officers reviewed every security camera, replaying the footage again and again, trying to catch even the tiniest detail that others might have missed. They watched every movement, every shadow, every footprint on the damp ground, hoping for a trace of Truong's path. Each tense moment was filled with anxiety and pressure. Everyone knew that time was critical. Every minute lost could make things worse. As the search continued, the same questions lingered. Who was the stranger that saved Truong? Where was he now? And most importantly, could Truong ever return safely to Teo Nu and little Dewey? Nothing had been confirmed. Clues were scattered, and every effort was driven by one goal: to bring Truong home safely. By late afternoon, the fading sunlight streamed weakly through the window, casting pale golden patches across the room. Teo Nu kept herself busy with her usual daily chores, but today, something in the air felt different. Hao, a close friend who had always been there for her, showed up at her house unexpectedly. The moment Hao appeared, Teo Nu's heart stirred with a mix of nervousness and anticipation. As the afternoon light faded, soft sunlight streamed through the window, casting pale, hazy streaks across the room. The atmosphere, usually calm, now carried a quiet tension. Teo Nu invited Hao inside, and the two sat together, sharing a brief, peaceful moment before the children returned from school. Hao quickly shared some good news, something important related to Truong. Teo Nu's heart immediately started racing. Part of her long-held worry melted away. In her mind, Truong's image came flooding back his face, his voice, and the deep longing to see him again, to know for sure that he was safe. Then Hao revealed the truth. Truong was alive, and a mysterious person had helped him escape danger. The news felt like a ray of light, breaking through Tiunu's long days of anxiety. Her heart pounded, her emotions overflowed. She couldn't sit still. Every memory of Truong, every moment of happiness with him. And Dewey came rushing back all at once. A mix of joy and nervous excitement filled her chest. Could Truong really be coming back? Would they finally be reunited? Or were there still dangers waiting ahead? In her mind, she saw his gentle eyes, his warm smile, and the thought both comforted and unsettled her. During their talk, Hao mentioned Dewey praising how well he was doing at school. She told Tiunu that Dewey had behaved wonderfully that day and received several compliments from his teacher. Hearing this, Tiunu couldn't hide her smile. Her heart felt both light and emotional. Those words reminded her of the difficult years when she raised Dewey alone, taking him to school, working tirelessly, juggling household chores, and her job never seeming to get a break. She remembered Dewey's early years when he was tiny and often sick, and she had to divide her time between work and caring for him. She thought of the year he was born, the difficult surgery, the sleepless nights, filled with worry for his health. But then Truong came into their lives. His love and care made everything easier. He wasn't just a partner. He became her strength, her comfort through those hard times. Before leaving, Hao offered to pick up Dewey from school, giving Tiunu a chance to rest and gather her thoughts about everything that had just happened. Her friend's kindness warmed her heart, but deep down, she couldn't stop waiting, hoping. Every little thing, the teacher's praise, Dewey's smile, the news about Truong, kept her heart restless and full of emotion. When Hao finally left, the house fell quiet again, leaving Tiunu alone, with her thoughts, her longing, and her fragile hope. After hearing the vague news about Truong, a fragile spark of hope flickered in Tiunu's heart. But along with that hope came a tight, breathless unease. She knew that if she just kept waiting, time would turn into her enemy, and every clue would slowly fade into the past. In that moment, she told herself she had to act. She had to stand up and search for Truong, no matter what it took. Images flashed through her mind, blurry visions of where he might be, unfamiliar streets, crowded neighborhoods, and the dark alleys he once walked through. Every thought, every step she imagined taking, all led to one purpose. As long as Truong was still somewhere in this world, she would find a way to reach him. Fear, anxiety, and hope blended together, forming a fire that pushed her forward. She didn't know what lay ahead, danger, disappointment, or happiness, but she trusted herself and the love she had for Truong. To her, nothing mattered more than finding him and protecting the little family she had poured her heart into building. The image of Tiunu, a young mother alone, yet determined, stepping out from the safety of her home into an uncertain journey, made the moment feel breathless. Viewers could almost hold their breath with her wondering, would she find Truong this time? Would the mystery behind his disappearance finally unravel? Or would she be forced to face a truth even heavier than fear itself? The answer hadn't come yet. All that remained was the sight of Tiunu moving forward, down a road filled with danger, but also with hope. And in that very moment, her story entered a new chapter 1, where every step could change the fate of all 3 lives forever.